What's up, everybody? ForneverWorld here, and today I'm going to talk to you about One Piece.
So I wasn't quite sure how I was going to start this video, how I was going to approach it, what I even was going to say. Because One Piece, in case you don't know, just hit its 1000th episode. It was, I want to say, end of last year or very early this year that we hit the 1000th chapter of the manga. But now with the anime, we hit 1000 episodes. And the episode itself, it was a dope episode for the most part. It was just like a lot of recapping and a celebration, so to speak, of showing all of the, trials and tribulations that the characters have went through, the Straw Hats and whatnot. So cool episode, all of that jazz. I don't really have too much to say other than, hey, the One Piece anime is still going strong, and it looked beautiful for the parts that we did get. A lot of it, we saw the Sulong forms and stuff like that, so cool stuff there. But really, I kind of wanted to make this video strictly for myself and for the people that have been watching me talk about One Piece for a long time now, whether it's been, a year or 10 years, because I've been talking about One Piece. I want to say one of my very first chapters I ever talked about, if I'm not mistaken, of the manga was Zoro versus one of Horty Jones's mans in the manga. It was like he was fighting one of, I believe the big battle was about to start.
Yes, people, your eyes are not deceiving you. I'm here today to do my review of One Piece chapter 635. I finally caught up to One Piece. I am 100% caught up, and I'm ready to do weekly reviews of One Piece. Amazing stuff so far. Fishman Island arc. If you marathon it, it's a lot better than I'd imagine. People going weekly with it throughout the whole entire arc must have been a little bit skeptical because it kind of feels a little bit slow with certain aspects. But where I am right now, I'm enjoying it. I think it's awesome. So let's jump right into the review.
And I remember that was like one of my first manga reviews, and I was really excited, like, yo, I'm adding something new to the rotation, because at the time I think I only talked about Naruto and Bleach, and then boom, added One Piece. And it's just been an incredible journey. It's been an incredible journey as my life has continued, having One Piece on the side, kind of just being like something that is always there that I could run to. Anime in general, but in particular One Piece, the fact that it has continued on since I started YouTube to where we're at right now, it is still the one constant. Naruto came and went. Bleach came and went. Fairy Tail, Katekyo Hitman Reborn, you name it, Magi, all of them, they came and went. But One Piece has been the one constant in my life when it comes to the anime and manga world that is still there for me when times get hard, when I'm going through trials and tribulations in life, when things aren't the best. I know I could always run away back to the Straw Hat Pirates, and they could always occupy my mind. So not to get too emotional and whatnot, but One Piece, I'm sure with a lot of you can put yourself in my shoes. It saved me through a lot of hard times. I always feel like whenever I jump back into One Piece, it's like boom, life goes back into some type of order, whether I take a month off of talking about the manga, or I haven't talked about the anime consistently like that for years since Dressrosa. It's something that still, whenever I do pop back in, it's like Oda, doesn't disappoint. There's always like, bam, some awesome stuff going on. The manga's always on a high or building up towards a high. And just in general, man, thank you to Eiichiro Oda. He to dedicate your life to something the way he has with One Piece is unspeakable. The fact that he said in the past that if you roll with me when it comes to creating One Piece, you have to abide by the idea that you're willing to die for the creation of this series. This is somebody that doesn't take this work lightly. This is how I approach content creation and how I've done it for many, many years now, that, I've went through so many different things. I went through surgery, and most people didn't know about that. I went through surgery. My first video back was talking about a One Piece episode. Like, I went through so many different trials and tribulations, and every time I came back, it was always like, yo, Luffy's there. Zoro's there. Eiichiro Oda's world that he's created is always there for me when I need a shoulder to lean on, if I don't got nobody to talk to, whatever the case may be. One Piece, man. So shout outs to Oda, shout outs to everybody that's been along with me experiencing the journey together. It's unspeakable. It's unspeakable, man. From the days of, I'll never forget, I went to, it was called Half Price Books at the time, and I don't think they have it anymore. And why the hell do we got this stuff back there? Hold up. Like, nah, this is One Piece, man. I don't know what Big Mouth is, but we stopping that. Back to One Piece. It was Half Price Books, and I'll never forget, I went and I was like on a high of, I gotta buy some One Piece volumes. Like,
I totally hate One Piece. Yeah, I totally hate One Piece for breaking the bank. As you guys can probably see, this is a huge tower of One Piece manga pickups. Obviously, you guys already know I had Volume 1, but I just want to put it there anyway to show you guys. Alright, so Volume 1, again, bam.
No freaking way. I gotta do this. I'm getting started. And I bought like 20 volumes of the manga that day. And then like a week later, Half Price Books was going out of business. So everything was 50% off. So essentially, I paid full price for all these books that I would have a week later, paid half price. So got a sting a little bit, but I go back to those days, and then when I caught up to One Piece, and literally in my mind, like not even no exaggeration or anything, in my mind it was a high and a depressing thing at the same time, because I was 100 billion% convinced that nothing I ever experienced watching or reading in my life following catching up to One Piece will ever remotely come close to it. Like, I felt like I had reached the pinnacle of what people joke around like peak fiction. I felt like I had experienced peak fiction, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna keep collecting everything I could get my hands on. One Piece statues, wall scrolls, Strong World on Blu-ray. I imported that shit. It was like $120. Like, it was an obsession that I had with One Piece, and to this day I still I see remnants of my love and adoration for this series. Like, I was with my niece the other day. I picked her up from school, and we usually have like conversations about anime because she's a big anime head, even though she's like a younger, she's in high school, whatnot. And we was just talking, and I was like, she was asking me, she's very inquisitive about like, well, what's going on in some of the latest stuff. So I'm breaking down like, oh, so this is the latest stuff that happened with Sabo, this is the latest stuff that happened with Vivi, like a whole bunch of different things, like Kaido, yada yada yada. And then as we're approaching getting home, and it's like 30 minutes of us or me breaking down a whole bunch of things of One Piece, I looked at her and I was like, yo, we couldn't have the same conversation about something else, like even Naruto. As much as I love it, like, there's so much subplot, so much rich subplot that you could go for days not even talking about the main character and still continue talking about One Piece. Like, you can't do that with other series. Like, I'm not gonna be having a 15-minute conversation about Kiba or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the richness of the story that, again, I gotta keep giving credit, Eiichiro Oda has created. Shout out Toei Animation. We give y'all hell a lot of times, but it's just that we want better for the series that we love. And yeah, toast to One Piece, 1,000 episodes later. It's been a hell of a ride, and as long as this cruise is continuing onward, I will be on board the best that I possibly can. And yeah, to the end. Let's go, baby. One Piece. Hold on, it's not gonna be right if I don't say it. One Piece greatness. I had to do it for the one time. I'm sorry. It's that One Piece greatness. Again, I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And One Piece, 1,000 episodes. Crazy stuff. Until the end, have an awesome day.
So just go to